and this is the 10th Year Seniors Podcast. We're going to talk about the NBA. This is Tage, by the way.
Playoffs.
I'm John Mark.
Playoffs.
And that's
my full name.
That's the Kari, a.k.a. Playoffs. And we're going to start off with...
Akron is a dump.
Akron is a dump. LeBron, he went home to the Cavs.
Had like 16 commercials in the first minute.
Yeah, he exploited the hell out of it, and they lost the first game because, of course, they did.
It was fantastic. I mean, LeBron looked very nervous. Kyrie Irving, Dion Waiters, Kevin Love actually looked good, but they just don't know how to play.
No.
They don't know how to play with each other yet. And even with the Heat, it took the Heat. It took the Heat some time to get accustomed.
Nah, definitely.
To play with each other. No, Lena Dunham.
Yeah, they definitely they need to build up some chemistry, playing with each other.
Shut up, Tage. Come on, be a grown up.
Nah, for real. And then I think what happened too is you got a bunch of ball dominant guys. Like I said, Dion Waiters.
You got Kyrie who wants his own shot.
Yeah, Kyrie.
Waiters wants his own shot.
Love needs the
Kevin
ball in the
needs
post. The only player in the starting lineup who really doesn't need the ball is Varejao. Otherwise, everybody else is very ball dominant and ball centric.
But I mean, like, that's not the rotation that we'll see from the Cavs. I don't feel like that's the offense that they'll be running later in the season.
Oh, no way.
They're going to be
like
trying to make a trade to get somebody for sure.
They're going to do what the Heat did and play Kevin Love at 5, LeBron at 4.
Yeah, they're going to go small.
Mike Miller and with those. But even though that's an awful defensive lineup, like, you can score on them in 2 seconds.
They had Sean Marion in there playing like crucial minutes.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously Blatt doesn't have his rotation down yet. It was game 1. It was just, as a Heat guy, it was great to see them lose. Like, I like LeBron. I hope LeBron wins a championship so people, don't get to talk noise about him. But losing that first game, it made me laugh.
Yeah. It was good because they tried to build it up so much, and even LeBron said it was the most important.
Why was Kendrick Lamar there? Why were there like a huge crowd of people outside?
Concerts.
Everyone got so mad at Miami for just having those 3 guys on a stage.
Because LeBron, he could get to do it because he's in a crappy place like Ohio. Miami's a great place.
They had TNT,
Akron
ESPN.
Is awful.
Awful. Imagine the Dragons. Great Kendrick Lamar.
That place is a dump.
But still, like, LeBron James is his own entire economy.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that later. But seeing all that build up, that entire spectacle, and then you lose to the Knicks.
Knicks.
To Shumpert. To J.R. Smith. Yeah, just say their names.
To Mr. Awful Haircut.
Mr. Awful Haircut.
And it's so funny because those guys, they're in a triangle, but they don't have it quite down pat yet.
They're not.
Hey, you know what? I think I just talked myself out of the Cavs winning the championship because Derek Fisher just outcoached Blatt. I don't care what number game of the season it is.
Rookie coaches square off, and Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher.
Blatt has way more experience than Derek
Fisher and his biceps just won the game
in the NBA at the highest level, supposedly, allegedly.
But yeah, but they, that next team, they really don't have that triangle figured out, and
the triangle's a complicated system.
Yeah, they look really sloppy. One thing about Carmelo and J.R. Smith, they don't really care. They just want to get.
I feel like Carmelo was really focused. Like, he wanted to win that game. Like,
I think you always want to steal that moment.
The thing is, though, one thing watching Carmelo, it seems like when it comes to the big opponents, he will step up and he would just ball out, balls to the wall, just play the best game ever. And then when he gets to people like, the Magic, he just, I'm not really into this game.
He doesn't care because he doesn't hang out with anyone on the Magic, so they won't get to talk, talk shit to him. So he's hanging out with LeBron at weddings all summer. He needs to have good games against him.
Oh, yeah, you play hard against your friends. You don't want your friends to be like, remember when we beat you?
Yeah, because that's what LeBron, like, LeBron is all public in the public eye, but then, like, once the summer comes and the cameras are off,
he's remember when they dunked on you?
Yeah. Like, and I know he tells Wade stuff like, Kawhi lame, right? Like, they beat us, but he's lame.
Kawhi is lame. I know people that know Kawhi, and he is kind of lame, like, in real life.
There you go.
There we go. So
but we don't need to talk about that awful team.
We need to talk about the best team in the East.
We need to talk about an undefeated team. Miami. A team that's going to the playoffs. It's just wax it. That has the league MVP on the team.
Yeah.
One Mr. Christopher Bosh. Big Shot Bosh.
Big Shot Bosh.
Some guy named Wade plays with him, too. I don't know what that guy does.
Wade had a good game the last game. The game I watched, he knew I was there. He almost had a triple-double.
Really, John? You were at the game?
Yeah, I was at the game,
too.
you
want to tell us about that?
Yeah, tell us about that, John.
Yeah, maybe do it a little quicker.
So, typical Miami style, we get there in the second quarter. You can't get in the first quarter because it ain't
cool, man. That's not cool.
So that's not typical Miami style. That seems kind of racist.
And who were they playing, John?
They were playing Drake.
The Six.
Raptors.
The Drake
Raptors. OVOXO Raptors?
Yeah. So Drake
Wait
was
till
there
those colors change.
praying on the floor, hoping to make free throws. It was a good game. Chris Bosh and he's a baller.
DeRozan at 30.
It's about who cares? He lost, but
Kyle Lowry.
he lost too. He should have been in Miami. But Chris Bosh played
Valencia.
very well.
Jonas Valanciunas.
D-Wade played very well.
He played good.
And I mean, it was just they have chemistry.
How
they're a
does
team.
Luol Deng fit into that team?
I have no clue. Like I watched
slowly.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
I was
Luol
watching
Deng
Deng.
cuts so slowly. It's amazing.
He
It's like,
covers a lot of ground with his strides.
no, he is slow.
Nah, I'm
like
just
you
kidding.
in person, he is slow as hell. And then Mario Chalmers thinks he's like LeBron now because he's
Oh,
Mario-
what do you mean? Thinks he's
Rio
LeBron? He
thinks
is
he's-
LeBron.
Dude.
He is LeBron. He
It's
is
like-
that dude.
Rio won a college championship. How much does LeBron have? Oh, yeah.
yeah, you got me there.
Chalmers, Rio.
Chalmers in
Rio.
5.
Chalmers in
But
five.
no, the funny thing was all the fans in the stadium hate Chalmers. They hate him.
I mean, because they've seen LeBron and Wade actually yell at Chalmers for 4 straight years. So they think they're allowed to yell at Chalmers too.
When Chalmers missed the free throw, I yelled, "Chalmers, why are you so dead?" It was like a choir just coming around. Yeah, he sucks. We hate him. It's just like what?
Hey, he won you some championships. That's terrible.
Yeah, come on.
So,
Leave Rio alone. His team's undefeated.
You think this
he's
is
basically
sustainable for the
Ginobili.
Yeah,
Well-
eventually.
No, the Heat will not go 82-0.
I don't think they're going
I just
82-0,
wanna
but
say
you
that.
think? I mean, you think they could win about 45 games?
Look, let's put it
Yeah,
this
the
way.
Heat are gonna win. I think between 45 to 50 games this year.
Yeah, but no more than 45. But the thing is, if you look at the schedule coming up, right? You got Golden State's playing the Clippers, when then Golden State's going to get beat by the Clippers, right? Then it's going to be an undefeated showdown.
no.
Houston versus Miami. In Miami, Miami's going to beat Houston, be the only undefeated team in the league.
That's right now, actually, isn't it tonight?
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. The Heat's going to be the only
Man.
team in the league undefeated.
I can't wait to see when they plug the other guys in, like James Ennis and all those guys.
James
And
Ennis
Shabazz Napier.
is
'Cause
plugged in, and
Yeah.
those guys, I think that they just need reps, especially Napier. Napier looked a little green playing against the
Napier could shoot
76ers.
the ball, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
against the 76ers, he was getting destroyed
He's
from
slow.
Roten.
Like, he's not used to the speed in the NBA, that's for sure.
Yeah. And with James Ennis, who, is helping us replace LeBron,
He-
I feel like basically what the Heat are doing with LeBron gone is they've formed...
They replaced him by committee, basically.
Right.
With
It's,
Deng and
it's basically
Ennis.
Voltron.
It's like
Yeah,
Moneyball.
Sean
They found
Williams.
people
Yeah.
that will produce the same numbers.
Chalmers,
Yeah.
Ennis,
Cool.
Deng,
Sean Williams.
Sean Williams. We have Voltron. That's LeBron. That's it.
Teamwork make the dream work. So
And
this,
Spoelstra just has to coach his team up.
he
And-
can coach though. Like people, I think people have overlooked his coaching ability over these years. Because I mean, it's easy to
Yeah.
when you have the best player in the league, but like I've seen things like he does out of timeouts and whatnot in situation. Like I think he's one of the best.
But
situational
now that
coaches
you
in the
have
league.
Bosch as your number one option and you pretty much your only option, it makes life a little easier for him. Because before he had feelings to take care of.
But now, his entire mentality has changed. His team's entire mentality has changed.
Oh, definitely.
After that 76er game, Wade shot something like 4 for 17. And he Instagrammed how, he had an awful game. He couldn't hit the ocean, but his teammates picked him up. That's not the kind of thing that he was saying when LeBron was there. He was more saying that's just one regular season game. But the Heat knows that these early games are important for them.
Yeah.
Because people are looking for them to fail and to fall down without LeBron. And
It
he's not
definitely-
going to let it happen.
It's definitely like a bunker mentality.
You know what
Yeah.
my favorite thing of the American
That's
Airlines
this is
win
kind of like what we have to do without now.
Yeah.
By the way, we have to step it up right now in the NBA podcast.
My-
we don't need him.
My favorite thing in the
Well,
arena
Chris Bosh.
is looking at the championship banners and knowing Cleveland has none of them.
That's right.
Yeah,
They don't have that gold thing at the back of
No,
their jersey.
they don't.
Miami
Akron
Heat
is awful.
playoffs.
And you can see that from up top.
Okay.
Akron is awful. You know who else is awful?
the Lakers.
The Los
Oh,
Angeles
jeez.
Lakers.
But we knew they were going to be a terrible team. They don't
Yeah.
even look good on paper.
Yeah, you knew they were going to be terrible, but then it's another thing to see it and to see Byron Scott's offense implemented in real NBA life.
But the thing
Don't
is,
take 3-pointers, guys.
I-
All long range twos.
Let's shoot. Yeah, let's
Is he
shoot.
Tage's blog?
He's my blog. Long range 2-pointers. Byron Scott.
I think the Lakers, the Lakers this year were like, we got Julius Randle. We're gonna play him. We're gonna see how he develops. And then once he
They
got
weren't even
injured,
going to play him though because they got Boozer to
yeah,
take
they
his
were
minutes.
gonna start playing him. And then once he got injured, they just season's done. That's it. We have no hope now.
I think the season was done before that.
Yeah, but now it's a very, very convenient excuse for
Yeah.
the Lakers. You're like, oh,
You
we
really
were so
think
great, right?
You really think they
before
were banking their
Nash
season
and-
on Julius Randle? Though? You really think that?
No, but
develop
when
him.
you're in politics, you develop talking points to say when things go wrong.
You know when it was done, like the first game of the season when Jeremy Lin tried to dribble left and he lost it like 2 straight times.
No, it was done when Steve Nash picked up his luggage and got out for the season.
What a great team. And then Kobe's just snapping at everyone and being sarcastic, making smart comments.
What about
but
if Kobe got traded?
No, that's not.
That's
gonna
not
happen.
happening.
No, the more likely thing to happen is Kobe finishes this contract and he like just goes on by himself because he says, "I want one more year, one more shot at a
He
championship."
goes into the Wild.
So he's going to the Wizards.
Or he goes to like the Cavs.
Philly. He's a Philly boy.
No,
I can see him going. He's such a hateful, awful person. Like,
that's true. There's no way
I
he'd
can
go to
see him
the
going
Cavs.
to the Cavs
He's
to
too
like to play
spiteful.
with LeBron. Like he's a terrible person.
I feel like he would do it just to submarine LeBron.
Yeah.
And then just be like 5. Like he'd hold up 5 every time LeBron.
Could you
disagrees
imagine
with
him in a Cavs uniform with like a perma screw face, like wrong this nigga?
Permanent bitch face. Oh, what do the girls call it?
A resting
bitch face. That's
he would
Kobe
have like
Bryant.
such a screw face, like, man, F this nigga, man. Like the whole time, like he would just say, like, make the most passive aggressive comments at press conferences. He played with LeBron.
Okay, now I kind of want this to happen.
Yes.
But speaking of Kobe, one of the things I wanted to touch on this podcast is, like, we saw the impact LeBron had in that awful, awful state, that awful, awful city. And Kobe decided he wanted to take all that money and make, because he said he shouldn't have to sacrifice for that team. But when you see like what LeBron has done for his team and his city, why do the best players have to sacrifice and give back money? Why shouldn't they be? Why is it the only industry in the world where like,
I agree,
the
but you
best
know,
people
but
don't get paid the highest
I think the
amount of money?
owners. I think the owners played them in the last CBA when they said that they were losing money when everybody knew they weren't. And then the TV numbers came in, and then I think the players' union got suckered, and they suffer from poor representation. And now LeBron and Kobe, they have to sacrifice because of it. But the
Well, LeBron, not Kobe.
LeBron, yeah.
Kobe ain't sacrificing
yeah,
nothing.
nah, Kobe. Ain't, I mean, Kobe.
Give
Yeah,
him my $24 million a year.
Yeah.
Give me
No,
this. Give me this awful team.
yeah, he's getting paid 24 when he's worth about 10.
That's true. So no matter what, they're still underpaid. Like, what is LeBron actually worth a season? Like
$1 billion.
Well,
he's
$50 million.
to the city of Cleveland, everything.
everything. He's everything.
No,
Like
would he be worth $50 million? No cap.
Yeah.
75 probably.
Yeah.
Something like 75.
He probably grosses, like, for the team, upwards of $200 million just on sales and people going to rest.
Tage, there was a pregame show that spawned multiple networks that had Grammy-winning artists and Kevin Hart hosting it. Why? Well, 'cause it's his first game of the season. LeBron's worth about $75 million, I'd
Yeah.
say.
He
Yeah.
makes them way more than $75 million, though.
Definitely. Speaking of somebody who got their money, my man Klay Thompson.
Hold on, just let me step in right here. We are killing these segues. I gotta say,
Bang.
bang, bang.
Klay Thompson got that extension.
See us now.
Got that extension. Went for 41 on the Lakers.
Yo, like, this is someone, I really feel like this is a great moment, not for Clay, but for everyone who says, yo, pay me and then you'll see me work.
No, for real. 'cause
Like, yo, he got paid and he just said, ha,
Let me put
let me tell
41.
you something, Steph. We are taking the same amount of shots in all these games
But
now.
Clay, like, if you knew him, he's like such a low key. Like, he's like a low key. Like, he's not a show off. He you know what I mean? Doesn't buy jewelry and like.
All right, so you saying when Clay
doesn't
comes
brag.
here and we go out, he won't pick up the tab?
He will totally.
All right, cool
Yeah.
then.
He's picking it up
Yeah,
now.
Clay.
That's all.
Clay's picking up the tab now because he made.
Yeah, but before he wasn't picking up the tab.
But no, but like you know what I mean? Like he's a low key guy, but he's so like competitive. Like he'll talk about life, like yeah, whatever, and he talk about basketball, and he's like, man, I'm gonna make All Star this year, man. You know what I mean? I guess, but that's how you have to be. In the NBA, like you have to be a competitive maniac.
And you know what the greatest
And
thing
you
is
have
in
to
the
think you're
NBA?
the best.
It's
yeah.
all guaranteed.
Oh
Yeah, so he knows as soon as he signed on that dotted line, I got it. But see,
But Clay
these
wants to be
few
the
games,
best, though.
right? These few games after shows that he wants more than that. Like he got like laser focused in, and he was dropping buckets on people. Way to go, Kobe!
I can't wait till the players on the Bahamas national team, and then we give him knighthood. Clay,
Yeah. I know.
Clay, they can't knight you in the States, Clay. I think he should get his gold medal. Get his go to the Olympics, get a gold medal, and then come play for us.
And then come help us build.
Be Sir Klay Thompson,
Yes.
gold medalist, knight. Like, how cool would that be?
But the Warriors as a team, they look good now.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
and I think they're up there. Like we see the Thunder. The Thunder are not to say that they're done,
But
but
Westbrook
the
is
Thunder is
injured.
not going to get a top 3 seed now.
No.
No.
So not having home court now, that elevates the Warriors up one slot, and the team is getting naturally better. Like
And the
on its
Spurs
own.
are just the Spurs. Like, you watch the game and it's just... You're just watching the game and like, how are they winning this?
And you know what's crazy though? The Warriors, they don't even have David Lee, and David Lee, he's supposed to be like their second option. So Clay gets bumped up, and he goes nuts.
Yeah, now Clay is now number 2.
And they start like this wacky lineup with Draymond Green and Harrison Barnes, and they got Iguodala coming off the bench,
Iguodala.
and those guys are just getting after it.
So is this the best? This is the best backcourt in the league, right?
No.
Yes.
Behind the Heat.
Heat and 5. Yeah, this is the best backcourt in the league and the best light skinned backcourt ever.
Splash Brothers.
Of all
Splash
time.
Brothers. Speaking of some other brothers, as we hit this other segue,
Oh,
the
segue.
Bounce Brothers
Segue
in
God.
Minnesota. Look at them. This league pass team. I am not paying for this table and live when the Timberwolves make the
Dude,
playoffs.
did you watch that Bulls game?
Yes,
That was a crazy.
I was like,
nutty
please,
game.
for the love of God, Chicago win this game. I can't hear.
So we're
John.
saying, right, that
No, we're not canceling this bet.
no,
this
we're
bet
not
is still
canceling this
on.
bet,
Yeah.
but we're saying that Kevin Love is vastly overrated.
Oh, Ewing theory. Simmons already said it. He sent the committee down. He tweeted this out that
The Ewing
there's
theory?
a strong Ewing
Is
theory
Kevin
right
Love
now.
a Ewing theory candidate?
I don't like Simmons thinks he is, but I don't think he is because the team never made the playoffs. You know, according to all the stats and John.
We gotta look at their record then.
The record he's never had a winning record.
So we gotta look at their record.
Hey, I gotta ask you guys something like really quick. Like during that first Cavs game, not to come back to them, but I had like a thought about like when the Lakers had Dwight Howard and Steve Nash and their season just imploded and it just went down the drain. I just sat there as like little Heat fans and they're like, what if that happened to the Cavs?
Kevin Love.
I mean, that won't happen to LeBron. LeBron would never
Well,
allow that. But
I
what if?
mean, it's not outside
Kevin
the
Love
realm
has
of
never had a
possibility.
winning record.
Kevin
Kevin
Love-
Love is there for the ride.
He's been there bitching about his
Think of this.
about being the third option.
Yeah.
Dion Waiters is a crazy person. Kyrie Irving has no sense. Like it could happen.
We'll go back to the Kevin Love thing. The best record the team had pretty much was when he was injured the entire season.
Look at John being the Kevin Love stat guy. John knows no other stats other than Kevin Love stats. John, quickly, what's Kevin Love's playoff numbers?
Like mine. Zeros across the board.
Goose eggs.
Oh man. So yeah, the Timberwolves look good. Even though Wiggins, I feel like he's not someone who you can look at his stats now and see how well he's.
No, you gotta
playing.
wait till
You have
after
to
the
look at
All-Star break.
the activity he has on the court now. He's still learning. Like a lot of rookies are going through some growing pains.
Do you think he's a
It's
Colin
happened to
Kaepernick
Jabari.
of the rookies?
How?
He doesn't get tired?
It's just the NBA. You get tired.
Yeah.
82 games to get you tired. I can't wait till they let Levine play. They haven't been playing him. I think he should play.
I mean, it's early in the season. This is the time to me that you should be playing the rookies big minutes, like because a lot of times your job is not going to be on the line until later in the year, and that's when you want these guys to feel a little bit more comfortable. So,
But just think of the core that they have now.
Give
I
him
mean,
some minutes right
Shabazz Muhammad's in there getting minutes. I mean, Thaddeus Young, Kevin Martin, even Corey Brewer and his shitty haircut. Like I mean, his shitty
Talking
hair.
about haircuts, Alfred Payton from the Magic. What is wrong with his
amazing
hair?
haircut.
Like you could see that from all the way up in the stands. Like, look at that awful haircut. It's like cut your hair here in the NBA.
Whose haircut is worse, him or Nerlens Noel?
His.
his, no, his.
Who's okay? We need
Yes.
a terrible haircut bracket. How about him or Jimmy?
Oh
Butler?
yes, we got to make. Yes, that's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
10th year seniors, you're gonna get the terrible haircut bracket, and everyone gets to vote on who has the worst haircut. We are doing this. This is some
Yeah.
social media engagement
So
right now.
so
I'm gonna-
Jimmy
I'm gonna
Butler
start
gets the
making
one
that,
seed.
yeah. Jimmy Butler gets
We're figuring it
Alfred
out.
Payton is a 1 seed on the, in the Eastern bracket.
Yeah, we're gonna make the bracket and we're gonna release that so we can get some votes
Michael
going. in.
Olowokandi, overall number 1 seed of all time.
Oh man. Okay. Do we have another segue in us?
We could have used a Jimmy Butler here to go into the Bulls.
Oh yes. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of awful haircuts and Bulls players, Jimmy Butler.
Yes!
And the Chicago Bulls.
I
They
think-
they crushed the Knicks the first night, and then the second night they couldn't.
They couldn't
live-
close.
They couldn't close. Well, they couldn't close because Derrick Rose got hurt.
They
But
still couldn't close.
they couldn't close,
Derrick
and they
Rose-
let
Derrick
that
Rose had a lot to
that
do with
awful team,
it.
get a
awful
win.
city.
The dump of a city.
Hold on, they got to win. Like the Cavs beat the Bulls in overtime minus Derrick Rose. So like when I saw that, I was like, oh,
That's encouraging.
yeah. And Pau Gasol played really badly. He went 6 for 18.
You know who's not?
I think Tibbs also is working through his rotation. Like Blatt doesn't know his rotation yet. Neither does Tibbs because Taj Gibson wants to play in crunch time. So does Pau Gasol, and he loves Mirotic. And you have to play Joakim Noah. Where are these minutes gonna go for 4 good big men? Do they make a trade? What are the Bulls gonna do?
I think they need all of them in the playoffs. You need all of your big
See,
men.
Powell should have gone to Miami and been next to the MVP Chris Bosh.
He
Heat
should
in
have.
5. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need all your big men in the playoffs. Like,
Talking about, do you think that they'll try to make a play for Ray Allen?
Which the Bulls. The Bulls are in the market for Ray Allen. So are the Cavs, and so are the Clippers. Those are the three teams. Ray's not going anywhere else.
Would Ray Allen play ball? I mean, with the Cavs, and I mean with the Bulls,
He
not
is
knowing.
Jesus Shuttleworth. He will play ball.
I mean, not knowing that not knowing what Derrick Rose's situation is, because I mean that's still concerning to me. The fact that he missed his second game of the season. You don't think so?
But the thing is, I think Ray does not want to play 82 games. Ray wants to play closer to 60 games this year.
60
so
more like he wants to play like after the All-Star break.
That's when he'll make his decision. So if that's when he's going to make his decision, he'll like make the estimation: is Rose healthy? Did he survive at least half the season this time? You know, how is he doing? Because Rose basically said he could have played in that Timberwolf game, but it's the third game of the season. Why am I gonna like stress myself out? I think Jimmy Butler and his awful hair can get it done.
They were thinking that they could just run over those guys, but they won't because the Timberwolves are making noise.
Making noise. Also,
cue air horns.
Also, by the way, I gotta say, I seeing the Pistons play. I don't know if I want to watch them play my Bucks. The Pistons look so bad. Stan Van Gundy, what are you doing, sir? Does he need a new V-neck? What's going on?
I think it's just that front line. It's that messed up front line rotation. I mean, you got Josh Smith.
But it's not just Josh Smith and Brandon Jennings sorting out.
KCP has been bricking.
Yes, Pope. Oh, my God. Why is he shooting so much? I looked at that first box score. It's like, why in the world would he take 18 shots? He shouldn't take 18 shots in college, much less in an NBA game. Stan Van, you got to stop him when that guy is doing that. Just be like, yo, go sit in the stands.
He's making me
even on the bench.
He's making me look bad. KCB, you making me. I predicted big things.
As smart as you were,
making me look bad.
As smart as you were picking the Arizona Cardinals, you look awful right now with the Pistons.
And you're supposed to be the NBA guru. What's up with that?
It's a long season, bro.
You just wait till they play my Bucks. Let's write it down right now.
I thought Utah. What game is ours?
We got a bunch. We got a bunch. That's just the one that's like in my head, embedded.
Anyway, so far, week 1 of the NBA season, Chris Bosh is the MVP.
Heat in 5.
Klay Thompson is getting buckets, and the
on
Lakers
pace for 82-0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nile has some team in Portland that he doesn't care about anymore.
We don't care about them. Nile isn't there. If he cared that much about him, he'd be here.
He'd be here.
He would defend them.
Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. Anyway, this is the 10th Year Seniors NBA podcast for week 1, and we are out. Remember, don't eat the cookies.
Does anyone use Pinterest?
Heat in 5.